joining us. Keep going with the knee. Keep going. And we're starting our midday classic Kung Fu training. Go ahead and switch directions. And as you can see, we're warming up our hips right now. We just started class. Thanks for joining us here in Pai in northern Thailand. Hope you enjoy. And switching legs. Yeah. And switching direction. And now I want everyone to come line up on the line. So first we're doing our little warm up with our animals. Come on, right here on the line. Come line up on the line, facing this direction. Right, we're gonna do some and tense everything and open. So they just have to be a little bent. Ideally, we're kind of getting this. But like I said, it takes a while for that to open up. It took me over a year. So you might be faster than me, but I'm just using that as a reference, you know. Some of us are used to sitting in chairs and whatnot, so our hips are kind of tight. So normally we do 9. We just did about 5 there. But because this is kind of a teaching lesson, we're going to stick there so that we move along. Right? The next one, same stance, same thing with the legs, pulling in from the diaphragm or to the lower dantian. That kind of initiates the movement. So that's pulling the fascia in here, and then we're stretching it kind of in this opposite direction, right? Rock spreading its wings. So this one's tricky because we're pushing out to the side, but we're also pulling or pushing the elbow forward so that our hands never straighten. So this takes a little bit of touch sensitivity. You have to be kind of aware, but you're looking to kind of stretch that fascia again. So inhale, relaxed. Exhale, stretch, pulling in from the diaphragm, doing the same with the legs, and now pushing the hands away from the body while also pulling or pushing the elbows forward. Relax. And what we're hoping for is this kind of elastic feeling, this bounce back after. If you can, keep the hands kind of shoulder height. A little bit higher. Yeah, there you go. And if you can get the legs with the feet in, it's going to create more of that tension in the legs. Now, if you're starting to shake a little bit's okay, but a lot, take down the tensity a little bit. It's usually a sign that you're engaging the muscle a lot and then the nervous system's getting taxed. So a little bit's okay, but if it starts to get kind of noticeable, a little too much, right? Let's do one more. Now here, 2 pillars plummeting to the earth, to the ground. And this one's probably the easiest one to get this kind of elastic. You're just going to pull the hands down. Try to visualize those fingers going into the dirt. On the exhale, on the inhale, releasing. So there's usually this natural pop back because we're pulling the shoulders down, right? Try not to do this. Try to keep the head and push the head up, right? Chin in, but the top of the head's kind of going up. And we're getting that movement again in the legs. more. And next one. Easiest way to get into it is to bring the hands up, palm up, but then rotate the hands around and try to do the best to rotate by still keeping the elbow down. So instead of doing something like this, really just rotating from the wrist if possible, right? Hands won't be totally flat, but the elbows down is what we're looking for. Shoulder coming straight out from the shoulder. Now here, we're gonna push the hands forward, but keeping the chest up stops the shoulders from coming forward, right? So we're still trying to stretch there, but we don't want the shoulders to come out of the pocket. We wanna keep them, right? So I'd say just a little bit higher, and then do your best not to lean back. Retuck the tailbone. Yeah, and then push the hips back a little bit. Yes, there you go. Right, and same thing as below, pulling in from the diaphragm, pulling the pelvic bone up, pushing the knees out, and then just pushing the hands forward, trying to get them all the way to the other side of the room, opening that elbow joint. Try to get them straight out. Yeah, keeping them up there. Relaxing on the inhale. Looking good. Okay, so those ones all have the same. For here, you can come out of the horse riding stance. We're going to be doing a squat. So your legs can be, feet can be pointing forward, or they can be slightly open, you know, whatever's most comfortable. Now the key here is we're not worried so much about compressing the abdomen. We're really thinking about separating the spine. So we really want to push the crown up. So we're really keeping that chin in. The hands are out in front of us, but just as a counterweight. So we're not really doing anything, not stretching them, nothing like that. It's just a counterbalance. And the key here is to keep the back straight, right? So if you can come all the way down like this, great. But if you can't, which is completely understandable, right? And you come to here, and then you notice you start doing this, just stop here. It's not about how far down in the squat we can go, it's how low can we go while still keeping the spine mostly vertical, because we're trying to drive the spine up. So if I'm like this, and I'm coming up, my energy is going this way. That's not really vertical, right? So this is the idea, is we really are thinking, pulling the spine, pushing through the head, all the way through the ceiling, right? Really separating the spine and working the fascia in our back. Since pretty much nothing we've done so far works the fascia in the back. Yeah, any questions? No. Okay, so again, relax on the way down, stretching on the way up, right? One more. So once you've finished, we're not quite onto the Samchan yet. We're moving on to the grinding practice. Yeah, so go ahead and partner up and do the grinding. You two can partner up, yeah? The grinding practice, do you remember it? Yeah? So we always kind of salute before doing something like this. So the salute is, yeah, right hand. Well, that's this one, right hand. Left palm over the thumb and the index finger. So it kind of ends up being like this. You can touch or you can keep the hands separate, right? Generally this is it, but oftentimes we end up doing this, right? But this is kind of a show of respect and like, it's kind of like this or proper, you know, and so before we do any kind of partner training, we typically do this before and after. It's kind of like saying, hey, I'm your partner, I'm working together, I'm not trying to hurt you, you're not trying to hurt me, right? A way to show respect. So those were the 5 vein tendon exercises. Any questions about those? I know we went through them relatively quickly. Okay, well you'll do it again on Tuesday and Friday if you're here all week. Yeah. And this is classic building up the fascia, which not only keeps the body in structure, it also kind of strengthens it, makes it kind of rubber, so then you can take attacks and punishment much easier, right? This is the idea, is to turn it into rubber. Not so hard that it's like a firm muscle, because then it can break, and not so loose that it doesn't do anything for us, and then it also makes energy transference much easier. So you get the springy power that comes from building up the fascia, not from the muscle. Right? So for the grinding exercise, this is another classic Kung Fu practice. So we're going to get into our walking stance, which you haven't been taught yet. But it's similar. Nah, scratch that. But all our stances are similar in the sense that we keep our hips facing our opponent. But here, instead of having the foot in front, like in the bow and arrow, the heel and the toe are in the same line. Feet are still turned. Front foot's always turned in. Back foot's turned open, same, right? But the weight is equally, well, both legs are bent 60% on the back, 40% on the front. So the opposite of the bow and arrow stance, right? So we're not straightening the back leg to push through. This is more of our tiger crane kind of fighting stance. And the theory behind this is if I needed to lift up my leg to defend or to kick quickly, I wouldn't have to shift the weight back. The weight's already there, right? Or when we're doing the Xuanyang, the weight's on the front. And when we're doing the weapon later today, the weight's on the front. Sunday has the most information, so don't worry, you're going to be overwhelmed. Yeah. It's going to happen. Okay. It doesn't matter if you're the smartest person in the world, everyone gets overwhelmed. So just do your best, try to remember, and don't be afraid in the week to just mention, the move where you did this, you know, and people will start to figure it out. Okay. Yeah, because honestly, we don't expect you to remember much because there's just so much information. Anything you do, remember, is a bonus. So we're going to start thumb to thumb, right? And this is an exercise where, yep, you're going to push towards my heart with the palm, right? So turn your hand and push towards my heart. Before it gets there, I'm going to push you out, but you keep pushing here, and you're offering up a resistance. Not too much that I can't do it, but enough where it, right? And now you do it. And now you turn like a block, and now you push. So we're making a circle, right? So push, I'm turning, I'm pushing, right? I'm offering up resistance, but I don't want to just sit there and do this and be like, you can't do it, right? So we want to make each other sweat, but not enough where we're stopping the person, right? We just want to make them work for it. And then the point here, don't bring your foot way back there. No. Keep yourself in a good stance. We're working on our stance here. Yeah. And you want to turn the hips. So here's, you're pushing here. I'm using my hips and my whole body. So I'm not just using my arm. I'm not just using my back. You did all of them? Oh, okay. Do you want to step in here? No, you don't have to. It's fine. You can work on your routines. I would just go around and, make sure everyone's doing it right. It's not a big deal. They probably are. No, they probably are. You did some of it, yeah? Just the left hand. Or just the right hand. Yeah, that's okay. Now we're going to switch. Right, so again, turn your palm around, right? Yeah, push with the palm, right? And then I turn, and I'm pushing. Right, and we're teaching ourselves not only how to move the whole body as one unit, but also working with the blocks, right? And building up some strength. Right, moving my core. If you have questions, Priska's more than happy to help you. Right, just push towards the heart, right? But extend the arm. Yeah, push through, yeah. So that you're not doing this with the body as much. We want to stay stable. So we're pushing the hand. I'm pushing through you're pushing through the back leg. You're using the hips, but I'm not leaning into it like this, right? Yeah. But you still want to be using the whole body. All right, now let's change. So now we're going to do this. And you're going to start by doing a half circle down here. And this is teaching us how we block. So we rotate around the elbow if possible. And now I'm going to come all the way around. Bend your elbow. Right? Keep your elbow tucked in. And then I'm going to come around. Right?
Okay.
And now you go. Right? Exactly. Now here you're really going to want to use the legs and the whole body as much as possible. Right? Use your hips. There you go. Right? I've been doing it for a while. It helps if you can keep the elbow in instead of bringing the elbow way out, because then you're using the leverage here, and now I'm just using my waist. I'm not moving my arm at all. And then when I come down, I'm using my waist again and my legs. So whole body is going to be way stronger, yeah. And then just rotate it around when you come down here so that the palm is always facing down. Yeah, there you go. Nice. And this mimics kind of a lower block, lower crane block. If anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate. Somewhat occupied over here, so I don't get to look at everyone's technique. Do try to keep that shoulder down. And the last one. All right, there you go. Now the other side. And so we just come down here, right? And now, again, going around. So don't try to shortcut it. Get the nice motion of a circle. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and if you can, get your hips to face me when you're done. Come on in, Tuba. Tuba. Come on in. Yep. Yep. So you're not so much more like that. So there's a little curve, but the hand is up. It's not here, right? Doesn't matter a ton, but it just kind of creates a little bit different dynamic with the elbow. Just like when you come down, make sure that palm's facing down. Yeah, there you go. All right. Now, last one, last series, pinky to pinky, but the same idea, except for now you go inside. Just do a half circle, right? Just a half. That's a half. And then I'm going to come around, do the full circle. You want the palm facing down. Yep, there you go. Use the hips, not just your arm. You can offer up a little bit more resistance than that. Use the hips, come back the other way. So you want the energy to come this way. So moving your hips that way is not going to help you. Move your hips this way, yeah, with the arm. All right, I'll show you. So resist, right? I'm moving my hips. I'm moving my hips. See how that happened? From here, you're resisting. Well, no, we're here, right? And I move my hips. This is pushing through. Yeah, you see that? Right. So turn your hips back towards me with the arm, all moving as one unit. This is the goal of this practice. Don't worry, it's day one. No one's expecting perfection. But it's just the idea, right? Yeah, exactly, just like that. See? Yeah, perfect. This is the idea, to move the body all as one unit. It's part of what we're training here. We're building up some strength in the core and in the arm as well. But also, the whole point in Kung Fu is to use the whole body. It's never just the arm. It's never just the leg. It's never just our core. It's all of it together. It's using the fascia as a connective unit. Yes. Last one. There you go. Yeah, all right. Now last side. Pinky to pinky, or little finger to little finger, right? And go this way, right? We just do our half circle. And then coming around. Nice. There you go. Try to get that palm facing down, myself as well. Yeah, great movement with the hips there. Nice. Okay, just a couple more. Use the hips. Yeah, there we go. Okay, nice work. Grab some water, and then we'll work on some Qian. Okay? Yeah. I'm gonna grab a little water. How's it going, Dieter? Do you have any questions? Yeah, probably best not to do it then. You know, or, yeah, I mean, you can go less, but it kind of defeats the purpose of the practice. Yeah.
Don't help anything if you don't do
Yeah.
any force on.
I mean, you are working through mechanics, but without the tension, the mechanics aren't the same. So, do you have any questions on some Qian or any of your routines? You were talking about grading soon. Chapsar Taipor?
Chapsar Taipor, yes.
I can. Let me get him going first, and then I'll come over, okay? Thanks, Dieter. Okay, so the tiger crane art. That's our free hand. That's the kind of kung fu we do. Tiger crane. Come on up. The first thing, we're going to start in our horse riding stance. You're going to see how much we use this. We use it a lot, right? We're going to open that left foot. We're going to step forward into a walking stance. So the heel and the toe are in alignment, right? And this foot's turned in, 60% on the back. We're going to inhale, and then we're going to hold our breath as we shoot out the hands. We're going to pull the fingers in. We're going to pull the shoulders back and down. And as you pull the shoulders down, the elbows rotate around. And we're trying to make a V here. Yep. And then we're pulling into the diaphragm. And when we can no longer hold it, we just release it. And then we open up that right foot. We step forward with the left as we inhale. Hold it in, pull it back. When you can no longer hold it. So don't tense the muscles. We're trying to stretch the fascia, but not flex the muscles. So if you're shaking, you're flexing. That's the nervous system being, and we're trying to bring that pinky all the way around, right, and roll that wrist in. Yeah. So kind of getting this stretch from the fascia, but not flexing, right? And then when we can no longer hold, you just release the belly. There's a whole class on breathing, but we're going to keep it simple for right now. Open the left, step forward with the right. Pull the fingers, pull the shoulders, rotate the elbows as you bring the shoulders down. Pull in. That's 3 steps. Now we're going to step back. So the key with the back step, again, hands come down, bring it out wide. Because if you bring it straight back, your stance gets very narrow. So bring it out wide, toe to the heel, and then turn in that front foot. Weight on the back. Pull in the fingers, pull back the shoulders, pull them down, rotate around. And we don't need to make a noise, but it just kind of naturally happens from pulling in, right? Yeah. So we're not trying to make a noise, right? It just happens, right? And then bring that foot back, turn the front foot in, pull the hands, pull them back. And one more. Okay, so that's 3 steps back, and now you're going to take 3 steps forward, 3 steps back. That's the nuts and bolts. And then maybe tomorrow you'll learn the beginning, and Tuesday you'll learn the ending, or Tuesday you'll learn the beginning, and Friday you'll learn the ending, something like this. Yeah? You have any questions on this?
No.
Okay, practice a little bit. I'll come back through.
Yeah.
I'm going to go talk to Dieter right now, right? So 3 steps forward, 3 steps back. That was very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. First time, amazing, actually. Very good. Oh, he's a movie star. Okay, so Chapsar.
About the grinding moves.
Okay,
Grinding moves,
the grading moves.
Grading moves.
Yeah. Do you know them?
First one, maybe, maybe not.
Okay.
From here. And I cannot do because of my leg, I cannot go do the squat.
Okay.
I do it like this.
Okay.
And on the block, drop, and
Yep.
that's correct.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
complete.
Yeah.
That's the first. And the second one?
Second one. I forget exactly where the second one starts, but I think it kind of starts from here. Lower crane, shuffle, push.
That's it?
Yeah. There's only 2 grading moves in this one because it's the same.
Okay.
You pretty much do almost like 80 to 90% in the grading moves
Yeah.
because it's just the same thing repeating in 4 directions or 8.
Means I start where?
So the spot that you finished when you were like this,
Yeah.
that's pretty much how you're gonna. So when you do the monkey squat and you come up,
Yeah.
you should be in a walking stance, right?
Yeah.
Here, and then you turn.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna, from here, lower crane, shuffle. So the feet kind of turn here into a walking stance, right? Right underneath. Yep. And then you come down and you shuffle again.
Again, like this?
No, more like this.
Like from here?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like,
Feels a little bit.
it's very challenging. It's one of the hardest ones to get. So when you're here, you can kind of curl in and go forward. Master Ian might correct that a little bit, but this is how I do it. This is how Craig taught me. Because instead of this, with the elbows way out, it's much easier to drive through with the elbows. But you shuffle. And you're thinking driving up. Yeah. But there's also this. Yeah, but don't pause.
What?
Yeah, don't pause. You're kind of doing this, and then,
Yeah.
and it's really,
Make it flow.
so you're not sitting there like this. The elbows can even stay out, and you can do that as well. So it's not about getting them tucked in, but it's about kind of curving the energy, and as the back comes up and you shuffle into it, you get the energy of the strike. So the hands come down, turn, shuffle. Yeah, don't bring it behind you.
Not?
Nope, nope. Yeah, so they stay, well, like when Master Ian taught it here, it was very simple. It was here, and you can, yeah, it's this movement with the shuffle, and you can do this, but to me that drives it more.
The drive goes up, like underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so for me, I get more of a drive here, but that's also acceptable. But to me, that's.
But where I force, if it's like a self-defense, there's nobody. This one would be nice.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even if you do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So driving it in.
I always want to connect it with some real move, you know. If you do some kind of movement.
Yeah. So multiple applications here, right? I pushed someone.
Somebody. Yeah.
I'm blocking,
Yeah.
or I'm jamming it right into someone's face.
Ah, okay.
Either or, right? Bam.
Yeah.
Maybe they're taller.
Mm.
Maybe they're throwing a chair at me and I just blocked the chair,
Okay.
right? So,
Good.
you know, or something's coming overhead. You know, it was a pumpkin and I just smashed the pumpkin. So,
One guy already smashed a chair on me, and I did this.
okay.
Because if you have a chair on your
Yeah,
top,
you're available here.
you have to find before it goes like this, you have to find it like.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it's too late, you can defend yourself by, and you block then the hand, or if maybe you do like a chair, like this, huh?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, okay. Good. So I connected.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Vasily, you have a question?
I have a question about the routine with partner routine, like a gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know everything until the dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Could you remind it's two more moves because we are going to gym after that and I want to train with the 6 or you will remind me.
Then let's do it. Partner up with me in the gym, and I'll show it, because that would be a better time and place. Yeah. And then you're also going to work on it tomorrow afternoon as well, with Selena in the 5 o'clock. So, yeah. Anything on the Sum Chien? No.
No.
Okay. How are we doing over here? I see a lot of standing around.
No. Absolutely not.
How is it going?
Good.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's intense.
Yeah.
But to build it up, how are you doing? You know the whole routine?
I'm not fluent in it, but
Okay. You know it. Let's see it. Not quite yet. So from here, you ground, double upper block, and then from here you step forward.
and then you get this.
Yep. Then you do the 3 steps forward and the 3 steps back. Yep.
I think that I can do, and then the ending is the problem again.
Okay.
So like coming back from this, and then
So why don't you show me just at least one round of those? That's fine. You can have your foot back. Just show me this. You don't have to do all of them. You can just do the one and then go into the end.
but I got a question about the breathing because
Yeah.
think I'm too slow. I'm always standing here, and then I have to breathe in again.
Okay. What do you mean by always standing here?
Always standing here. So I'm going like this.
Yeah.
Breathe out.
Yep.
And then I do the and then I do the step, and
Yeah.
then have to breathe in.
Well, yeah, you're inhaling as you do the step.
Yeah, but I'm too slow on that, I think, because I'm holding my breath for this.
Yeah, so
and then-
try not to hold the breath, but I mean, if it happens, in the beginning, you're just trying to get used to, remembering the movements. And the other thing is don't come so far forward and keep your stance wider. And it's just a little step. Heel to toe. Heel and toe. Yep. Doesn't necessarily have to be that wide, but you're doing this.
Yeah.
This is not heel to toe, and this is really narrow. Right? And really pull back. Don't rush to pull the hands over. Pull the shoulders back and down, and then rotate. Yeah.
So now I'm coming back. And then I'm doing a step forward.
Yep. Right, you're here. And then put the foot's back when you do that. Yeah.
And then the shuffle.
Yep, turn the hand and then shuffle back. Yep. So bring that hand all the way to the hip. Don't bend the arm. Keep the arm straight. Because the arm is straight here. It's not bent. It's not this. Right? And then that other hand comes up. And that other hand is just like in the beginning when you do this. You know what I mean? When you go here. Right? Now just bring the hand down straight. This is how you want to end. So that left hand is just the same position as it is in the beginning. Right? And step back into the horse riding. Yep. Yeah. It's in the memory banks. It's maybe a little...
Slowly.
Yeah, a little slow, but that's okay. That's the beginning. Yeah. You've been here a short while. You know, that's how it works. I had to watch a lot of videos. It took me a long time to learn the Sumchin. So have patience with yourself. Yeah. But it's there. And just keep going through it, you know, and if you're getting a little tired, just go through the motions. You know, and just... You can still get some energy through even if you're not, you know, just try to be as relaxed as possible. Right? Now for the block, it's about chin height, mouth height. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But I mean, here, not that big of a deal in the beginning.
Yeah, but it's good. I tend to like remember it, and then to change it is more difficult. So
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hopefully that's helpful. So you don't have to hold your breath there, but try to relax. Let that power come through. You got a lot of power in there. Let it come through. Right? So you got to be relaxed. This all looks really good. Let this hand come down. Then it pulls back at the same time. Same here. This hand comes up. Yes. No, see, you keep doing that. You keep going here and then here. But they work together. You can kind of think like, I have a hold of your arm. Clear it. Yes. Now I have a hold of this arm. Yes. Like that. Exactly. So you try not to bring that shoulder so far back, but I know it can be tough in the beginning. Try to keep them relatively equal with each other, and yeah, much better.
Right.
Yes, yeah, 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 yeah. And then the trick is to try to get that energy in the hand.
You don't hold your breath and hold all of this.
I mean, it's a little tricky.
You do that fast.
Well, yes and no. But yeah, because otherwise it's very difficult. If you're
Hold
using
your breath.
yeah, so what you want it to be is not so much the speed, but you want to be able to get this release. It's like there's all this tension, right, that you've built up, and then you release it. So there's this movement that happens that it's all there, but you finish it. So you're getting, it has a good flow, and you're using, this is more advanced, but boom, the energy comes to my fists, and then it naturally wants to kind of pop back. Then it comes down, pops out, pops out, pops out, pops out. And so you're getting this flow that naturally kind of comes from the back and the core. You can kind of see that when I'm doing it slow like that. You can see this kind of flow of energy, and this is Kung Fu. This is, but that's tough, you know. Took me a long time to get that, and I still don't have it on every one. So, and
Try your best, okay.
exactly. But yeah, if you're going really slow, it's going to be really difficult.
For the breathing.
Yeah.
Maybe because
Yeah.
it would be wrong.
Not really. In the beginning, you just want to remember the moves. Do the best you can with your breathing. The really important part of the breathing is here. You know. This one, yeah, you want to hold.
That form is perfect, right? No, that one is perfect, right?
Yeah, it looks very good.
I don't want very good for that.
That's even better. Right? Okay, finish the one you're on and grab whatever you need. We're going to go up to the gym, do some conditioning, strengthen ourselves. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah. To sleep.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, the energy bar has gone down. You can see it in your eyes. Okay. Let's go. The faster we get up and get back, the faster we can get to some pushy hands, sticky hands. Everybody likes this. That's right, dangle it. Chomp, 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 chomp. It's difficult to motivate sometimes. Here we go, we're walking up. You're getting a view of the beautiful scenery of the Namyang Retreat Campus. As you can see, we have a nice sunny day with just a few clouds in the sky, some white fluffy clouds and a blue sky, rather picturesque. And you see some of the buildings. Here's the office, one of the dormitories that we're walking towards right now, and behind that is our gym. Some traditional Kung Fu training. This is conditioning fists, conditioning our forearms, really the bone in the forearm. We're also working on the core. We're going to work on our strikes, and we're going to do something you don't see very often, something that's definitely tricky. You might need it.